Radio Salsa with DJ Angus Flaco and Michelle SalsaButterfly on InvincibleRadio.com. It's time for the 1 to 100 competition. Correctly guess the number between 1 and 100 that's contained in the envelope, and you win. To enter, call 07946 183377 now.
That's right, it's time now for the 1 to 100 competition. All you have to do is call that number 07946 183377. If you correctly guess the number which is inside the envelope, then you win. And what do you win, Michelle?
Some prizes.
We win 2 CDs. 2 CDs.
More like surprises, huh?
For me, I just say my name. You know, you've got to kind of backtrack. What does he say?
Well, we're just waiting on a couple of calls, but the prizes up for grabs are, first of all, 2 CDs. We've got the Sonora Carouselis CD, which is the heavy salsa. We've also got the Los Mejores de la Salsa 2009, which is the most recent 2009 CD from that compilation. And we've also got a £10 iTunes gift voucher. Now, Michelle, have you got your phone? I just want you to see if anybody's actually calling, because sometimes I get too many people calling and it doesn't come through on the phone. So if you just want to call the number.
Oh.
You know the number. What was the number? Yeah, here we go with our first call. Okay, here we go. Good evening, you're live on Invincible Radio. Who are you and where are you calling from?
My name's Veronica.
Oh, good evening, Veronica. Veronica is, of course...
And I'm calling from Archway.
Veronica from Archway. Now, Veronica, how are you?
Yeah.
You're related to Michelle.
Yes, sir.
How are you related to Michelle?
I'm her mother.
Oh, Mummy's calling.
Good evening, Mum.
Hi, Veronica. Hope you're keeping well.
Hi there, Cynthia. Hi, Simon. Enjoying the show?
Cool.
Great.
Right, well,
Good to see you
Veronica...
too.
Sorry, what was that?
I said it's good to see Simon and Cynthia.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, darling. Thank you. It's lovely to hear from you as well.
Right, well, we're doing a 1 to 100 competition, Veronica. I'm going to give everybody that calls in 2 guesses. So, your first guess. What is your first guess?
23.
23. Is that your first guess? Let's find out. Is 23 the right number? It's not. Okay, what's your second guess, Veronica?
43.
43. 43, is that the correct number? Unfortunately not, but thank you very much for your call, Veronica.
You're welcome, dear. Bye.
Speak to you
Better luck
soon.
next
Bye-bye.
time.
Bye.
Okay, so we've had one caller. Let's take another call, see if anybody comes through right now. So it's 07946 183377, and the number is, you get 2 guesses. You get 2 guesses we call in right now. So let's see if anybody calls in. Of course, sometimes...
Hey, I'm not giving clues to the number. I'm just sending peace out there to the world, huh? That's not a cue to guessing a number to anybody out there. Please don't let me mislead you. Peace and love, everybody.
Do you know, last week, Veronica had a little system there. She went up by 20. Do you remember last week, Donna went up by 8? They were going to seem to go double the number by whatever, multiply. Don't just pick out 2 numbers at random. If you've got a system, is this like a family thing? Like have a system of numbers?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking. Right, well, nobody's called in, which is a shame. I don't know, maybe it might have been a busy network. Sometimes it is. But we're going to move on with the next track. Now, this one is a quite a heavily featured track in a lot of... Well, I think we kicked it off, really, because you didn't really hear it played too many places. Sidestepper.
Yeah. Hey, that really did rock the dance floors around London town back in the day, huh?
Yes. It's quite a catchy one as well, wasn't it? It's this track is called Hoy Tenemos.
Radio Salsa on InvincibleRadio.com.
That's right, and we're joined this week by Simon and Cynthia from Salsa Secrets. Now, guys, one of the things we normally do on the show with our guests is make it a little bit of fun.
I know, let him go.
Hey, actually, we had Gary Vaux on the Sunday show. He was a guy who was promoting his children's book a few months ago. I did this with. No, I didn't do this with him.
It's okay, Angus. We can be the guinea pigs. It's all right. Off you go.
I did it with the people at the Urban Music Awards. That's what it was.
Yes.
Right.
I know, we had those.
Just a bit of a fun 10-question thing, which is an insight into your personal taste, really, like pen or pencil. So it's a nice, simple one. So we're going to do Cynthia first.
Is that a fire alarm?
No, it's not a fire alarm. No. Every week we're in here, that goes off.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's 10 questions, 10 quick questions. Answer as quickly as you can. Got 30 seconds. Cuba or Colombia?
Cuba.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Bachata or merengue?
Chata.
Shoes or trainers?
Shoes.
Red wine or white wine?
Red wine.
Windows or Apple?
Windows.
Bumper car or Wurlitzer?
Bumper car.
Xbox or Wii?
Wii.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
And CD or MP3?
Yes!
Excellent.
Thanks.
Right on the spot. Okay, well, this time we're going to pass the mic over to Michelle and Simon. Michelle, use my mic because it's a bit better. And we're going to start that right now. You ready, guys?
Ready, Simon?
I suppose so.
Chocolate or crisps?
Oh, chocolate.
Blackberry or iPhone?
Blackberry.
Billie Jean or Bad?
Billie Jean.
Driver or passenger?
Driver.
Fried breakfast or cereal?
Cereal.
Cha-cha or Rueda?
Rueda.
Call or text?
Text.
Cinema or DVD?
Cinema.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
One more, even though we've run out of time. The last one, Facebook or Twitter?
Neither.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, I like that. Do you know, you're really thinking about it. Which ones are unhealthy? Because at one point it's like fried breakfast or cereal, and I thought, is he making it up?
Did you say fried breakfast? Oh, I thought you said fibre breakfast. I thought fibre breakfast.
Fried. Fibre, hell no.
Yeah, I was picturing brown flakes and then that kind of like carbon stuff, huh?
No. Right, we're going to play a bit of reggaeton now on the show. We don't play it a lot in the clubs, but we play it on the show because we've got different caliber of listeners sometimes as well. So we've got Latinos. This is for the Latinos that are tuned in. This is Dale.
Radio Salsa on InvincibleRadio.com.
Yes, right now we're going to go with a bit of bachata for request for Monica, although we haven't actually got the track she's requesting. We're going to come and bring that one on later as we're just getting it right now. In the meantime, we're going to go with one of your favourite groups, Michelle, DLG.
Ah.
You like DLG?
I do indeed.
We the other track, Jar, is a quite popular one as well that we used to play in the Rainers.
Yeah, I remember that
day.
from back there.
Dark Latin Groove.
Yeah. And No Morida.
Oh,
another
good salsa. Huh?
That one, I remember. There's so many tracks that I play in the clubs. I just always remember you guys were playing from 2001 when I first started. My first ever track I recognised was Micaela Sonora Carousels.
Well, it's the great thing with salsa music. Unlike a lot of types of music, sometimes the old music just gets reused and recycled. More and more kind of thing. And I think it's just as popular now as it was in its heyday.
I suppose it's because people are discovering the tracks for themselves as new all the
that's
time.
Right, yeah. As sort of like as non-Latinos kind of thing to the English population, it's like something completely new kind of thing. I mean, a lot of the people out there don't realise they're dancing to music from 30, 40 years ago quite often kind of thing.
And there's a lot of remakes as well. A lot of songs like Mericumbe was remade by Los Titanes, and some of the remakes are just as good as the old ones as well.
Well, one great thing about salsa is that it's not, sort of stuck in its mold kind of thing. It's constantly moving, wherever it goes geographically, takes on the local indigenous sort of flavours. I mean, you look at the music now, you've got a lot of R&B and reggaeton as you was just playing, influences from the Caribbean and beyond sort of thing, like,
Because I know maybe saying it was familiarity, because obviously people like the old tracks for the breaks and stuff where you can bring in your little sort of dips and whatever you want to do. Because I know there's that, I've got that my signature move that I always do when we're doing Soledad, LE33, and you've got a little bit in the middle. I'll play that a bit later actually, but yeah, it's the familiarity. But the funny thing is because I always think the Latin community and the English salsa, they look at the salsa music from two different perspectives, because the Latin people are looking at the language, but obviously we don't hear the language. We treat the lyrics as part of the melody itself, so it all becomes part of the instrument. That's how I kind of take on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, sort of. I think you're finding sort of whereas a lot of the Latin community are obviously sort of listening to the music just on its musical content and the lyrical values of the songs kind of thing, whereas the European dancers are just looking for good rhythms, in order to sort of express themselves on the dance floor. Kind of two different audiences in a different way.
Definitely.
Hopefully, though, sort of as people, learn to love salsa, to dance to, they'll also support the music. Go to the live shows. Everybody get out there to the concerts. To all the live bands. Support salsa music wherever you can.
We went to see Oscar de Leon a couple of years ago. More about that in a second. I'm going to go with some bachata, as I say. This is Dark Latin Groove, otherwise known as DLG, and this is Volveré.
Radio Salsa, every Monday at 9 p.m. with DJ Angus Flaco and Michelle SalsaButterfly on InvincibleRadio.com.